Well, welcome back to the Heavy Drinking Podcast, everybody. This is episode number 37. This is Jay here with my friends, Jeff.
Hi.
Dave.
Yo.
And Mr. Paulo.
Como se dice? Hello.
All right, we're back after the Sumo Slam 2018.
Oh, I just remembered Sumo
Fun
Slam.
event.
That was not fun. You shamed your entire nation.
Yes, you flopped, my friend.
Listen.
Dude, that was so bad.
Listen. What was I supposed to do?
Beat the
Win.
shit out of her.
Not flop. Not flop.
I thought you guys would want me to do that.
No.
Why?
You couldn't tell from the reaction in the first round?
We've been friends for 20 years.
Thought
What
we
have
were
I
all-
ever done that would make you
I
think
thought we
that
were
I
all
didn't want
putting
you
on
to
it.
beat the shit out of her?
I thought we were all putting on an act together.
No, I wanted a belt.
Yeah. Dave went out there first round and just mad dog.
Yeah, he was against a guy.
Yeah.
All the more reason you should have won.
I'm a 250-pound man. Listen. The times when I was controlling her, it was pretty obvious, right? Like, she couldn't move me.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah.
That's how we know that you did a dive.
Well, yeah, of course I did. I wasn't going to
Man.
throw a girl to the ground.
You should have.
That is the one time in your life
it
when
sounds
it's
much
okay.
hotter when I put it that way.
Racks on racks on racks on racks.
She had some racks, man.
Those were.
I think a lot of people really thought she beat me on the third round, though.
I think she beat you on the third round. But you should have won it in the second, so it wouldn't have made a difference.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the old chivalry thing. I don't
You're
know.
an idiot.
I don't know.
Yeah, just stop.
So I disappointed the guys.
If anybody would like to start a bar called Jay is Terrible and Don't Let Him on Your Team, our friends at Taproom Tackers will make you a free sample sign.
Yeah.
But before we go any further, let's talk about a couple things. FlyingCornhole.com.
I just talked about what. Are you even paying attention to me?
What'd you say?
Can you speak into the right side of the microphone?
Yeah.
I was.
Oh, there you go. Thanks.
This is actually the right side of the microphone.
No, you're on the wrong. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
correct
Yeah,
side.
you're right. It is the right side.
Motherfucker.
Actually,
What did you say, Jeff?
Never mind.
Tell me.
You can hear it when you listen back.
Okay. FlyingCornhole.com. Go check out Jay's custom cornhole boards and see what you like what you see.
He just made a set for Ken.
Oh, did he actually do it?
Yeah.
Nice. Ken
It came out really
Tuccio,
nice.
who hosted the Sumo Slam 2018.
He just keeps cranking those cornhole boards up.
I
Ken, show us your hole.
Okay.
That's weird, but
Paul's
okay.
in the way. Can't read
Oh,
the board,
sorry.
but Taproom Tackers, everybody. If you mention Heavy Drinking Podcast, when you talk to them, they will make you a free sample of with your own artwork for your budding business, homebrew, whatever curiosity
budding.
thing you're into, like skews and squanches.
Squanch. There's no end in squat.
I like to say it that way. I think it's because of Rick and Morty I say that.
We're going to make those shirts, too.
Squanching is when you masturbate and hang yourself at the same time, according to that episode of Rick and Morty.
That's my side business.
Every time we talk about Taproom Tackers, something fucked up comes up.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's weird. Lyft, everyone. Sign up. Fuck Uber because they're dicks and they're judging you for drinking. And that's what we do. It's how we get by. Download the Lyft app. Sign up for Lyft. Use code HEAVY18 and you will get $20 credit. That's $5 for your first 4 rides. You're welcome. And then lastly, if you're going to buy anything off Amazon, first go to heavydrinkingpodcast.com, scroll down to the bottom, click on the Amazon banner, which will redirect you to Amazon. It doesn't cost you any extra. You buy what you want, and we just get a little kickback so we can buy some more beer.
We get a little taste.
See what it tastes like.
We get a little taste.
Just
get
a
a little
tip.
piece.
Just a tip.
Jay, we didn't get to talk about this. Tell me everything about you being fat and a
10-mile
Tough Mudder.
We
we
did
didn't really
briefly talk about
Yeah,
it.
we didn't really talk about it, though.
It was, let's see, terrible. Within the first, I had sprained my ankle less than 2 months before we did it. So within the first 200 yards, the pain was just shooting up my leg.
Those are called shin splints.
No,
That's
it wasn't
not-
shit. No, it was up the side. I think it's the IT band, maybe. But man, I stuck it out. Long story short, I stuck it out. I kept telling myself, because like they break it up into two parts, and you can sign up for the half or the full. We'd sign up for the full, so half is 5 miles.
Thanks
And
for that,
before
man.
we finished the first half, I was like, there is no fucking way I am doing the second half. And there was a couple other guys who said it too.
On your team?
Yeah. And but we got to the end of the first one, we were like, fuck, and we did it. And I mean, we probably only ran 3 miles out of the 10. Not consecutively, obviously, but it was up through woods and the paths, and like it was just a fucking mess. There was roots and rocks and
What was the toughest obstacle?
the ones I didn't do.
Well, that would make them the easiest one.
Well, there was one called
Yeah.
the Berlin Wall.
Is that the 3 walls?
No, it's just one straight wall that you have to climb up and lift yourself over.
Are you getting shot at?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm getting over this. I'm a piece of shit.
Are you getting shot at by Russians? Or?
So I told the guys, I was like, I'm going to take the Ronald Reagan approach to this, and I walked around it. And as I did, I just yelled out, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall!" I got some laughs. It was worth it. But I did all like the mud ones where you're like crawling, like fucking through these mud puddles.
So what-
It's
so what-
thick
all right, so
mud.
what was the
My
toughest
knees were all
one you
fucking
did?
cut up under barbed wire. The toughest one I did, man, I can't remember. There was one called pork soda, which is
Les Claypool smashing a base in your face.
yeah, that was like crawling under, up and over. There was this one where it was like, I don't even know how to describe it. It was like
Well, you're not doing a good job in aiming.
pit after
so-
pit
No, you're not.
of just like mud water climbing over mud walls. It was just cut like dug out,
Oh yeah.
like trenches. And that was fucking exhausting.
Now, do you get out of the like when you get into the trench of water? Is your initial reaction to try to get out of the water as quickly as possible? Or?
No, because you're exhausted and it feels kind of nice.
So you sit in the water?
yeah, you don't.
Oh,
sit
you,
in the water.
you just said it
constantly
feels nice. The water feels nice. So
Yeah.
people are peeing in it. Essentially,
Probably.
No, they're definitely peeing in it. If it feels nice to pee in it.
Well, thankfully it was overcast and it
'Cause
drizzled a little bit.
I
So
was
it
gonna
was
say-
never sunny that day, which was
Yeah.
a saving.
Because I was gonna say, even like crawling under stuff, if I'm belly down, I'm definitely peeing. Like if I'm getting up muddy, if I'm
yeah.
getting up muddy anyways,
We're filthy. I've never
Why
been
not?
that dirty in my life.
why not?
What was the final obstacle?
It was when you have to climb up this like
His heart.
wall,
Yeah, right.
changing in a tent in a tent full of other boys.
You finish the 10 miles, and everybody's like, "Now we wait."
Well, the final obstacle was called the happy ending, and you just climb over this wall.
Oh, all right. Now
It's-
I'm.
but it was like
tell me more.
consumed. That was kind of, I mean,
Is this
you're,
adult?
you're
I'm beginning
tired. You're tired, so it's annoying, but it wasn't that hard. It's like climbing up a slide when you're a kid. You just try not to fall.
Oh yeah.
And then you all go down the slide together
You're talking about penises?
into
What's
this
going
like
on?
pool of clean water.
Oh,
Oh, so the one that I did, or the one that I filmed.
Mark that
anyway,
down for a sound drop, by the way.
The
You talking about penises?
the last obstacle was called electroshock.
Oh, they had that.
Oh, they did.
That wasn't the last one though.
Oh,
That was I got shocked once. It hit me right in the top of my like trap, and it like was loud. It like fucking hurt my ear.
yeah. It's like all
But it didn't-
dangling like electroshock wires. You have to run through
I
them.
only got hit once.
Really?
One of our guys got hit like square in the center of his chest, and that hurt. My favorite one was the
Sounds safe.
Arctic enema, which was just like
Oh, is that
It's like-
the ice pool?
ice pool.
Yeah.
That goes like you have to go down, so you're like basically
Yeah, you have to go
submerged.
underneath a wall or something.
I'll
It's
tell
like
you
a
what though,
plexiglass wall.
I felt so fucking good when I got out of that.
I
Like
bet.
I was numb. I couldn't feel the pain anymore, and I was like great for another like 2 miles. I like my pace was better. It was great, and then the pain set in again.
That's not.
I was like
How long-
bleeding at the end though.
how long did it
I have
take?
so many scars on my knees from cuts and scrapes. 4.5, almost 5 hours.
Okay. Seems about average.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
It's not bad. For that, yeah. For that, it is.
It was exhausting. It was at the end, like we're changing in this big tent, and it's like fucking humid and sweaty in there, and
Why were you changing?
because you get all your muddy clothes before you fucking drive home.
Eh.
No, dude, we were fucking filthy. But these dudes walk in and like, oh, is this the happy ending? So I was
That
like,
just doesn't
I was
sound
like,
like-
I was like, I got you. Line it up, boys.
Penises.
It just doesn't sound like my type of Sunday.
Oh, but at the end though, you're like, oh fuck, I made it all the way, and I skipped more than, I probably skipped 4 or 5 obstacles out of 20.
Yeah. So 25%.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
but
It's not bad for a fat person.
Dude, the hiking was the hardest fucking part.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like, my body was destroyed.
Can you talk into the microphone so
I'm
stop,
talking into the microphone. It's loud. I hear myself.
I just keep having to pull you up and down.
He will pull me up and down. Penises.
It's because you keep on talking into the side of it. That's why.
The right side.
Yeah.
Put it.
Yeah, no, it was cool though. At the end, you're like, holy shit, I made it.
Did they still have a
So
beer
fucking-
for you?
Yeah,
At the end?
Guinness Blonde. It's fucking sucked.
What's that
I
about?
couldn't even drink it.
The one that I was at was like Dos Equis.
I'd rather.
That sounds better. And then we all ate Wendy's.
Oh my god, this truffle tots. This is ridiculous.
Dude, we're losing our edge. We're
food
totally
or is
losing
it-
our edge here.
I don't know. We're getting into it. A fat person did a Tough Mudder. I think that's
Complaining
pretty,
about the Zekis over Guinness Blonde. This one's bitching about
I actually like
truffle tots.
Was it Dos Equis like the light lager or amber?
No, the regular amber.
Amber, that's a good one.
Yeah. No, it wasn't bad. Especially for free. Like, wasn't
Not for free. It cost me $140.
The race does?
500. Yeah, that was with a discount too.
What?
Yeah.
You gotta pay $140 to go like fuck yourself up?
Yeah,
I could do that for you.
and get a shitty beer at the end.
Yeah, we could just toss you around the backyard for
Yeah,
free.
maybe
were
like
like-
run through the woods.
And like they're
and
selling
do that.
merch and on tents and shit, and like a sticker is like $6. You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But did you die?
Oh, but I did get a
How
T-shirt and a headband.
Which
How
which
many-
everybody will think you're
And
wearing ironically.
A head cold, and one of our guys got some pink eye.
Yeah.
Really? Someone left with pink eye?
Yeah. Well, not left, but the next morning he woke up.
Well, he must have left with it then.
Yeah.
How many social media like experience opportunities do they give you throughout it though?
What do you mean?
Like, do they give you like designated areas where you could take photos and shit?
No,
Do
I mean
they
I saw a
facilitate it?
photographer.
I don't think
I
anyone
remember
really brings
once,
their phone with them.
but they actually have. No, you can't. It'll be
'Cause
destroyed.
that's
Yeah,
essentially
that's
the
what I'm
only
saying.
reason for doing it is for like the attention of doing it.
They have photographers on the route that take pictures of you, and then like they have like your number. You have your number on you, so like you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
search it, their
Yeah, yeah.
website for that.
Wow, man.
So, would you do it again?
Probably.
We should
Jesus.
find one and do a team.
No.
No.
No, there's no way I'm doing that.
Yeah, come on.
No.
That would be amazing.
You know what I'll do? I can comment. I can do commentary on you guys doing it. I'll just walk alongside.
You still have to hike 10 miles.
I don't care. I can do that. I can do that. I can do that in my sleep.
That's a lot harder than you think it is.
No, it's not. I do that shit when we go to Portugal. I do that shit every year.
It's not. I mean, it's 10 miles over like 4 hours. It's not
No,
like
it's not bad
you're
at
not
all.
running and shit.
I did that shit, but it was up a mountain, I guess.
Yeah, so that's even harder.
Dude, we used to go to Portugal. Like my grandparents had like hundreds of acres of land, and my grandma used to make me walk every property line to find property stakes.
Oh
Every time.
I thought you were going to say, like, leftover.
It's just tens and tens of miles a day.
I thought you were going to say leftover ordnance from some foreign war.
No. No, just to find property markers for everything to make sure like everything's still hers and shit.
Where did he just go?
We're bathroom.
Jay, probably bathroom. Because we're 5 minutes into this thing. You
Went to
can't
go blow it up.
Blow it out.
Blow it up.
motherfucker.
Well,
So what else? What have you guys been doing? Because we haven't really been able to talk. Like the last thing we did was an event, so like we didn't really talk much amongst
man.
ourselves. Like I don't know what like.
Not at all. And then
I'm assuming Jeff's just been out on boat life.
Yeah, pretty much. I went out yesterday. It was fun.
lake life, man. It's not boat life.
Yeah,
It's
lake
lake,
life.
it's lake
Oh, that's
life.
right. It's lake life.
Lake life with the little like anus in the
Tribal
center.
sun thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's. I'm not fully sold on that being a tribal sun. I still think it's like an anus.
It's Godsmack.
It's supposed to be
Isn't
like
it the
brown,
same thing?
It's a brown,
It's Godsmack logo.
brown star.
It's white. I bleach it.
Oh
God damn
god.
it.
You just need all you need is like the little pair of flip flops on the back window, alongside the Lake Life sticker.
Hang loose, dude.
Oh shit.
Hey, man, that's the name of the boat. Like, well,
I'm gonna
I don't
get
know
that for you.
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
I'm gonna get you the little like cat family vinyl sticker set for the back of your car.
It'll be a lonely just me masturbating.
Yeah.
with some fish.
If they have masturbating family stickers, I'll put one on my car. Ladies.
So if anyone knows of anything out there, hit us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if anyone can make them.
So I heard a funny story earlier.
Really?
That
Tell me.
Sarah Palin was interviewed by Sacha Baron Cohen. Sacha Baron.
Really?
Cohen.
Like on purpose?
She thought he was interviewing on purpose, but I guess she didn't. I mean, he
Wait, start that over.
It was a joke. I think it's he was filming for a movie he's doing. Show he's
so
doing.
she didn't know
No.
it was Sacha Baron Cohen.
No, which is pretty funny.
He was in character.
And then she went out on Twitter and kind of played the victim.
Of course she did.
Like a crazy liberal
Yeah.
Hollywood elite was trying to shame her, which is essentially
What? I mean, it's essentially what happened, but
what
she was
those-
stupid enough to do it.
Yeah, what those types of comedians do for a living,
Right.
which he's done.
I'm actually surprised
Bro-
he can still get away with it anymore. Like,
Relatively
who doesn't
I think
know
that's-
Sacha Baron Cohen?
I think that's the funny part. Is like that's
How
why I was
do you
asking
not-
if it was like serious. Like I
Yeah.
didn't know if it was like
I didn't.
she knew it was him or if it was like a prank. But
Yeah, it's funny on Twitter they're on like full attack mode.
well, maybe they
him.
haven't gotten Borat in Alaska yet.
That could be.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that could be. I think that I saw a documentary once when I was going to Alaska last year. I found something on YouTube or something, and there was actually the last Blockbuster on the planet
in Alaska.
was still in
Yeah,
Alaska.
yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
open, renting
Yeah.
movies because they don't have cable internet, so they can't use Netflix and shit.
That's awesome. I still wish there was a Blockbuster around.
Dude, I remember my mom used to manage the one in Stratford.
Oh, awesome.
So I used to be there like all the time, like getting movies and video games and shit.
When?
the video games was
When I was living in Stratford, it was before I knew you guys.
it was like video games, movies, and like candy, like shit tons of like candy and
And
like,
you would
popcorn.
just like it's so funny like people like kids today will never understand like just going somewhere and hoping that the movie you want is still there, like trying to get there early
Yeah.
enough, like on a Friday.
Mom!
Yeah, the
What
games.
are you doing?
I don't know about you guys. For me, the games are much more important because games were like $50-$60. I mean, movies you could like even towards the end, movies you could still buy for like $15, $20.
Well,
Yeah.
movies,
Yeah.
you watch it for an hour and a half and you're done. But games, you get to play it for like 3 days.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but even before that, I mean like Sega.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I remember like the Blockbuster didn't even have them anymore, but this little like video store up the road used to rent out Sega Master System games, and I was like the coolest shit in the world was being able to rent those cartridges.
Well, little ones were the little mom and pop stores were way better anyway because they had porno sections.
And then I discovered Funko Land.
Funkoland.
That
I've
shit
heard
was
of that,
amazing.
but I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, I don't think I remember seeing them. I don't think I ever went to one.
I want to say it is EB Games now.
Oh, okay. In the mall.
Yeah, it used to be Funko
Like
Land.
EB, which is now also GameStop.
I'm sorry,
Like,
GameStop.
I think they're all the same thing now.
Yeah.
Like EB was Electronics Boutique,
Yeah.
and then it like
Yeah.
they all merged.
That's what
into
it was.
one.
Funko Land used to be GameStop.
Gotcha.
It was Funko Land first, then GameStop. And I remember Sears used to sell original NES games for $2, like used ones for some reason for like a few years. So I just like gang on those, man. I used to fucking just every single one I could find. I would just
Yeah,
like
those
stock
were-
up on them.
Those were good times, man. I miss Blockbusters.
Yo, do I need to send a fucking Thai cave diving expert to go find Jay right now?
I think
Should we
so. He's been
pause?
gone for a
Is he
long
shitting himself to
time.
death right now?
He might be bleeding out.
I feel like we should pause and go check on him.
No.
He's probably like brown, red.
I'm like,
Oh my god, so much red.
all your
I mean,
towels.
we talked about the Tough Mudder, so he's added all he's going to add for now.
Yeah.
Until we get to the beer, he's done.
Yeah, which he already opened.
Well, yeah, but he reads the articles too, so we can't even do that part.
Oh, well, we can. I mean,
yeah, reading so much. It's reading so hard.
No,
I don't
just
wanna do
have
that shit.
the computer. Well, he doesn't even have his. What are we doing today?
His is right there.
Oh, I can't see it.
Yeah, he's got his.
Yeah, it's on the other side of the counter. I'm still
All
not
right,
reading.
I can play Jay. I can open up things. This computer just takes like an hour to open.
I
each
am
one,
actually
so-
worried about him though.
And now we're still
I mean-
better than me reading.
Actually, and there's actually one that fits in. If I can open this.
Did we talk about flying cornhole yet? Can we go back to that? You really don't want to read it.
No, but so there is a story on here, which we might have to check on Jay for. Man loses feeling in his legs and nearly dies due to colossal poop.
Now they're gonna think we planned it. Like Jay's been sitting here the whole time. and we
I
just
know,
wanted
but
to-
it's not. I just love that this just came
I've
up.
had that happen before. I've been on a. have you
This
ever
one
had,
was
like,
on
a
the
dump
bottom
long-
of the list.
A dump long enough where your legs go numb?
Oh yeah, but
That's what-
it's not because I'm dumping. It's because I'm on my phone.
No. For me, it's just been like, oh, like you just like make it end.
A full like a log is coming out for long
No,
enough.
not log,
to
man.
cut
Like
the
diarrhea.
circulation.
Yeah,
Oh.
like the diarrhea, like where your anus just like posts up open. You know what I mean?
Pink sock.
Yeah.
That's a pink sock.
Is that what that is?
Well, technically, a pink sock is when you pull your wiener out of a girl's
Yeah.
butt real hard and it comes out with it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's a pink sock.
I'm just saying, like, usually you gotta like,
Or a
usu-
dude, whatever you want to get sensual.
Yeah, usually you got to give the signal for that door to open. You know what I mean? But in these instances, you know what I mean? The remote's not working. The door's just wide open. You're just like, close. No, close. It's like, no, hold on, and then like, you know, you get a couple little drips of sauce, and then
What kind of sauce?
you know,
Marinara?
diarrhea sauce.
Diarrhea sauce. I don't think I want that on my ice cream.
All right, hang on. So this story, I just read a little bit into it. So a 53-year-old man took himself to the emergency room with abdominal pain that had been building for 3 days. More alarmingly, he was experiencing pain in his right leg, which he was unable to move for the past 24 hours. The leg had no pulse and was cold to the touch.
What state was this in?
It's Australia. It's
Oh,
not
in
a state.
Australia.
Yeah. His medical history revealed no drug taking, no risk of actual disease, blah, 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 blah. A rectal examination, so the most fun part, revealed that the man had impacted stools. Scan of his abdomen revealed he was suffering from massive fecal compaction and potentially life-threatening abdominal compartment syndrome.
So wait, he wasn't sitting on the toilet.
No.
till his leg died.
he just couldn't shit, apparently.
Jesus.
Was he holding the deuce in? What are you doing? How to?
Did you
Speaking
die?
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of me just did.
Did you change your shirt?
Why can't you just?
could've
He
you
had
had a
to
different shirt on.
use it. He
Why
used
can't
all
you
the
tell us
toilet
to
paper.
pause?
It was an emergency.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's pretty funny. Don't nobody go in there for 35, 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
What movie's that from? That's a t-shirt time.
Remember the movie Summer School?
Yeah, I just watched it like 2 weeks ago.
The guy who went to the bathroom at the beginning of the summer
Yeah.
and didn't come back till the last day during the test.
Yeah, that's you.
Remember, like back in the day, it used to be in style to tell people to blow it out their ass. Remember that?
I've still been telling people to shit in their hat.
I just never understood like the meaning of that. Like, do you want me to like have diarrhea, like blow it out my ass?
It's like, yeah, wishing diarrhea upon your enemy.
Is that is?
I think so.
Because the blowing, I don't know. To me, that like that kind of infers that you want it to be violent,
Yeah.
right?
Well, you don't tell your loved ones to blow it out their ass.
I just literally did that.
Oh, God damn it.
It was forceful.
All right, so not Jay's back. Let's at least get into something. What are we drinking?
Oh, so the beer of the
Nothing
week.
Jay's touched.
Summer sours.
'Cause it's
Do we have a song for that? We should.
We don't.
We don't.
Like a Beach Boys song or something. I don't know.
We'll think about that later.
No, but it is a summer sours.
It is
So,
summer sour still, so what do you guys have on tap for us?
I picked up this nice Stony Creek Hibiscus and Ginger Gose, right?
Gose.
Gose.
Gose, is that how you say
Gose.
it? Ale brewed with hibiscus and fresh ginger.
Don't touch mine.
Supposedly, it's from their Birds in Paradise series.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Should have prepped this a little bit better.
Yeah.
Let's read the description. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcoholic beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects.
I'm just
Consumption of
reading
alcoholic
everything on
beverage
here.
impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery and may cause health problems.
Says who?
This must
the
be the
Surgeon
hops. CTHIAMAMENYVT.
5 cents.
All right, the problem is you're holding the one you're supposed to be pouring. There we go.
No problems. I don't see a problem, Dave.
Oh, they got 10 cents worth of the Michigan and Oregon hops.
Pour it in your glass.
It's in there.
No, it's
That's so neat how they tell you
filthy.
the dollar amount of each hop that they put in there.
They what?
It's gonna taste like coconuts. Give
Yeah.
me a
Put the lime in the coconut.
paper towel.
It says right here.
I'm gonna have to
CT.
Unused napkin? I haven't used it.
What?
Haven't used it.
That doesn't look like it's an unused napkin.
What do you want?
Why?
Paper towel?
Paper towel. Because it didn't come off a roll and it came from under your hand and you brought it out of the bathroom.
No, it didn't. Paulo gave it to me with the piece of chicken.
All right.
I don't know what you want me to do with this, Dave. Dump it?
Yeah, just yeah.
It's got some shit.
If you
Yeah,
were
there's a whole lot of floaties in that motherfucker.
Spell hole.
Caps in there.
Caps.
Oh, this looks like a
Don't worry,
rosé.
put it in there, it's fine.
Ooh, that does. I guess that's the hibiscus.
I'm about to get white girl wasted, y'all.
Can we get like a Rick Ross rose? No.
Nope, no, we can't. Closest thing I have is the.
I'll take
This is
it.
actually quite
I'll
nice.
take it. Yeah, man. I need a
The
cup.
the ginger balances out the hibiscus, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's quite good.
Thank you, sir.
What was the last hibiscus one I just had?
Armada made one.
Yeah, that was the one.
This is an IPA with the biscuits, which was very nice.
Yeah.
Single Cut has a Kim. It's like I think it's a hibiscus sour.
What song is that?
Fucking delicious.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to call them up and find out.
Whatever song has Kim in it. Is there a song named Kim?
I don't think so.
All right, so here. Who's
Kim's
this
not a
from?
very romantical name.
So this is the
No offense to
hibiscus
Tim.
ginger
This is
Gose
Stony Creek?
by Stony Creek.
It's quite good.
Ooh, the ginger kind of kills some of the sour. Makes it like really, really.
4.5%.
It's not. It's
Smooth.
not very sour at all.
It doesn't make you pucker up at all.
No.
It doesn't like you know what I
You're
mean.
not supposed to shove it in your asshole.
You know what I mean, guys. You know what I mean.
I like it.
It's good. You still have the sour in the background. Ginger lifts it up a bit.
Yeah, it definitely kind of mellows it out a little bit, as Paula said.
Gives it a little spiciness.
It's all right. I wouldn't. Again, probably wouldn't buy any, but I'll drink this.
Who wrote the stuff on the board today?
It was
That
me.
would be
Take
Jay.
a shot.
I didn't say it.
You wrote it.
No, that doesn't
He
count.
said it when
That
he
doesn't
told me to
count.
write it.
Then both of you do.
It's only on the show.
Speaking of,
You speak of it.
who is Stuttering John?
What do you mean, who's stuttering, John? You never listen to Howard Stern? No. Dude, you need to get your shit together. Literally.
So
It's kind of too late for that now. I feel like.
I'll have to go collect it.
gross.
So what is this Stuttering John story?
I think he called into the White House and somehow he pretended to be
Senator.
Senator. Was it John Menendez? Right.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's his first name. His last name is Menendez.
Well,
And then somehow
His name's Melendez.
Yeah, but the senator.
I don't know who
name
he
is
pretended to
Menendez.
be.
It was Senator Menendez.
Melendez.
He just got off on. He went to trial for corruption or some shit.
But they put him through, didn't they? He got
yeah,
through.
yeah. So somehow he convinced the White House to put him through to the to Air Force One.
Really?
Yeah, and there's a whole recording actually. If you guys want to look it up, there's a whole recording.
He signed off with the call with a quick "Baba Booey."
Really?
Yeah, he did.
That's funny.
But the president goes right into like salesman mode. It's pretty funny.
It's pretty impressive that you can just like.
Secret Service wants to interrogate him. They showed up at his house.
Yeah,
Pick
it's
up the
hilarious
phone
how
and-
much of a kiss ass he is. Just right at the back. Oh, Senator, how are you? Congratulations on your trial. Congratulations.
That's
It's
funny.
funny.
it's fucking. It's not. You know what? Like it's funny, but like, isn't it sad
Yeah.
though? Like more sad than funny.
What is?
What's sad?
It's just sad. Everything's sad.
What's sad?
I mean,
nowadays.
everything. I mean, I'm certainly pretty sad, but I don't know exactly what you're speaking of.
Well, yeah, like what's sad?
That you could fake your way into a phone call.
I'm just
Air
like,
Force One.
okay, yeah. But it's like, all right, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
There's nobody nobody dwells on the fact of like what the subject of the conversation was, or any
Well,
backstory
let's,
behind that. None of that. It's
Yeah,
just
let's find
poof,
out.
just poof into the night. Nobody even cares.
Yes, this is Edwin Menendez. Is the president available? Yep, 1 moment, sir. I'll connect your call. All right, thank you.
That was easy.
Senator Menendez, are you still there, sir? Yes, sir. Okay, 1 moment, sir. He stepped away from his chair. I'm getting ready to ring his phone right now. Just 1 moment. All right, thank you so much. Sir, your call is connected. Hi, Bob. Hey, how are you? How are you? Congratulations on everything. We're proud of you. Congratulations. Great job. You went through a tough situation, and I don't think a very fair situation, but
What the fuck's all that
congratulations.
noise?
I don't know.
Thank
He's
you
on a
so
plane.
much. And, I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. President.
He's in the air. He's flying.
Yeah, but it's not-
It's
not a prop
a lot of
plane.
beef about this immigration thing. I know that you did something really noble, by trying to, get the kids back with their families. But I have to answer to them. What can I tell them that you're going to do, moving forward? Bob, let me just tell you, I want to be able to take care of the situation every bit as much as anybody else at the top level. I'd like to do the larger solution rather than the smaller solution. We do them. They're doing them
So when does
step
this
by
get
step.
funny?
I think just
we
the
can
premise
do
of it's
whole
funny.
thing.
The
I
fact
have a
this
good
dude's talking about
relationship
this
with the party.
on
You have a good
Air Force One
relationship
to
with the
somebody
party.
who
And I think
he's
we can
supposed
do a
like he
real
doesn't
immigration
know.
bill. We have to have
And then he says
security
Baba
at the-
Booey
at
at
the
the end.
border. We have to have it. I mean, look, you got 60% of the country.
How long
they
is it?
gotta have
It's like
security
4
at the
minutes
border.
long.
And that's a good thing for the
It's so
immigrants.
funny how
It's
short our
not like
attention
it's
spans
good
are.
for
We're like,
you.
when does it
I
get
mean, it's
funny?
good for both
Well,
of
I
us.
mean,
Well, we're 2 minutes into it.
it is kind of dumb.
It's just yeah. I mean,
No, but I am.
Proud of
I'm
stuttering
just-
John for not stuttering anymore, though.
Yeah, right.
He's fought that demon apparently.
Let's just hear the Baba Booey.
Yeah, play the last
yeah,
5
let's
seconds.
I'll just here's the last 30 seconds.
I think we're going to have a really good. We have some great choices, and be done over the next 12.
This
to
is what
14
pre-production
days.
meetings are for, by the way.
All right. Well, please, keep me informed, and good luck on your trip, and thank you so much for taking my call. You take care. I will speak to you soon, Bob. Take care of yourself. All right. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. President. Thank you, Bob. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. All right. Bye, Budia.
We didn't even say Baba Booey.
Yeah,
he said
well,
Bob and Boodia.
Bob and Boodia.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for wasting listeners' time.
Really?
I mean, listen.
I didn't put it up on the board. I'm just saying.
I mean, listen. He called in, said he was somebody.
Yeah,
There's obviously not a screening process. So
Yeah,
not.
that's not enough.
and that's the problem.
That's not enough.
It's me.
It's Bob and Boodia.
Well, I mean, that's not the only thing that happened recently, right? Sasha Baron Cohen did something.
We already
We talked about that
earlier
when you
today.
were
Oh,
in
you
the
did?
show.
If we call and
Did I
pretend
miss
to be like
anything?
Will Smith, do you think we'll get through?
No, because who wants to talk to him?
To Will Smith?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to talk to Will Smith.
Not me. I think he's a fucking asshole. His whole family's ridiculous.
Oh.
Did you ever?
Well, sorry.
Did
I
you
mean,
ever-
this Will Smith vendetta?
Dude, I actually really,
Damn.
really fucking hate it.
Would you like spit in his face if you ever walked by him?
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
punch Jaden Smith in the fucking dick.
Men in Black was bullshit.
But Jaden Smith isn't Will Smith.
I know. I hate his whole family. I said. I
But
really,
why?
really do.
So
Because they're
what- like, why?
obnoxious. They're fucking twats. They're the worst. Have you ever watched interviews with them? They're completely obnoxious,
I've watched interviews with Will Smith. I
They're
haven't
really
watched-
passionate about this.
dude. Because I just know about it a lot, and don't ask me why. But
I just know about
just
it.
if you want to actually play a fucked up
I mean-
clip, put on an interview with Jaden Smith right now. You'll be like, this kid is out of his fucking mind.
Wild Wild West
He's a
sucked,
ritual
but
kid.
I mean, I didn't take it to heart.
They really make me angry. They're like a pet peeve of mine that they exist.
Didn't Jaden Pinkett Smitty? She sang for a metal band.
Jada.
Jada.
Well, that's one of the reasons I hate them because it's a fucking terrible band and she sucks.
At least she likes metal.
No, she doesn't. You can't call that metal.
You see what he's doing now?
It's worse than Godsmack.
You see what he's doing now?
Who?
Will Smith.
No.
He's going around. I think it's a show he's doing, but he's all saying now that like great things lie on the other side of fear. So he's just going out and doing crazy shit just to get over fears of things.
He's like he's the epitome of like celebrities who have no fucking idea what it's like in the real world.
Well, yeah. Well, he was West Philadelphia born and raised.
Yeah,
So he
playgrounds.
Where's
spent most of his days.
So I don't know if he's that far.
I think he's forgotten everything about that. He's out of his fucking mind.
Oh, it was a couple of guys that really were to blame.
Yeah.
They were up to no good.
They really started making trouble in the neighborhood.
They got in one little fight.
Then his
That's
mom
it.
got mad.
His mom got scared, and she was like, you're moving with your auntie and uncle.
I mean, honestly, in
become
Bel Air,
That's where it all
star
fell
and
apart.
Bel Air
forget
ruined it.
about your
Yeah.
roots.
That's where it all fell apart.
Yeah. You hear the story about the taxi driver?
Yeah, he smelled bad.
Oh. Yeah.
What taxi driver?
The taxi driver, when he made this whole trip to Bel Air.
Because he took a cab
Oh, yeah.
from Philadelphia to
thought
Los
we were
Angeles.
It
switching.
smelled pretty bad. Yeah. It was a
we were
long
switching
ride.
over.
He got home around 7 or 8. And he said to the cabbie, "Yo, home, smell you later." And then,
I think there's other versions.
because apparently they never stopped to shower.
I heard that there
Cab
was
drivers?
actually
Never.
there's actually I just heard a story where an Uber driver was taking this super long trip and the guy got tired, so he asked the passenger to drive for a while because it was like 8-hour Uber. Asked the passenger to drive for a while. The guy ends up like
Did he get a cut?
He wakes up and they're speeding down the highway and he's like, "Yo, dude, pull over! Like, why are you going so fast?" And the guy's like, "Because we're getting chased by cops right now." And they like crashed.
Can you take a cab
He
from
like crashed the
Philadelphia
car and stuff.
to Bel Air?
You probably
no,
can.
he took a flight, didn't he?
No, he
He
took the
took a
cab.
That's the whole premise of
He
the
whistled
song.
for the cab
And when it came
in
near,
Pennsylvania.
the license plate said fresh,
And it had
had
dice
dice
in
in the mirror.
No, but I think he flew in first.
No,
In
No.
the
I don't think
in
so.
the unabridged version,
I don't think so.
Maybe. There are other lyrics to it.
there's a full version of the song.
I like the idea they drove in the cab across country better.
Maybe. That makes more sense. Yeah. Slightly edited version for the
That's a long
theme
cab, bro.
song.
Wait,
Like, where did you sleep?
Maybe Uncle Phil wired the money.
I don't know. Like maybe probably smell
His mom didn't have a lot of money.
Maybe two of you in that
what
car.
kind of fucking shitbag brother is he? By the way,
Uncle Phil?
yeah.
He's dead.
No.
He
It's not
rest
his,
in peace.
well, it's not his brother, because it was Aunt Viv's sister.
Yeah.
All right, still.
She's just married into the money.
Yeah.
She has no control over
And
it.
then season 3, she just disappeared.
The
Some
original
other bitch showed
Yeah,
up.
well, the original one didn't. She said Will Smith was a dick.
He is. That's what I've been trying to tell everybody.
He didn't like how he treated her.
Oh. Well, she just disappeared, man. And like a new Aunt Viv showed up.
I honestly didn't. I think it's Jada that I hate,
Really?
and I think she's fucked him up pretty good.
Didn't they have something going? Weren't they about to get divorced? Or was that just
Yeah, but they also
No, they have like an
One
open
of
yeah,
those
they
shit
have open
papers.
marriage, too. I don't want to. I
he could
don't
just-
want to talk about this anymore.
Good for him.
I hate him so much.
He could just bang anybody. You know what I'm saying? Getting jiggy with it. I mean, it's
Nah.
it's up there with
Nah.
the Macarena.
Nah,
For me.
nah.
Next,
So this little pink beer is pretty good. What was that?
It's a phone call, I think.
Oh, beep, boo doo boop, beep, boo boo boo.
It's not ringing.
That was the ringtone.
Is it tone? I should go on that Beat Shazam show. I'd totally win.
No idea. I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a TV show called Beat Shazam
Oh,
where you go on and you try to beat Shazam.
beat.
what?
I thought you said beach.
Beat.
What's
Do
Shazam?
you listen to music on the
Shazam,
beach?
the app. You never use Shazam?
Yeah. How do you beat it?
You come up
guess
with
the song quicker than
before
the app can.
The app.
You can't do that shit? I can do that shit. There's a lot of songs I'd be like,
Dude, fucking.
I mean, don't ask me now.
I've had
'cause,
Shazam
no.
like pick the song in the middle of the silence before the song starts before.
We've got a phone call from a 203 number. So it's not Dane this time.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Hello, you're on the Heavy Drinking Podcast.
Oh, this is the Heavy Drinkers podcast?
This is. Who's this?
Is that guy Jay Crum doing the podcast tonight?
He is. He's
Jay Crumb.
actually out of the shitter now.
I was pooping before.
Oh, he's pooping. So the same thing he did at the sumo slam. He just took a shit.
Did I poop
Yeah.
at the sumo slam?
I mean, you pretty much shit yourself on the mat, though.
I mean, I wasn't there.
This sounds
Because
like
I
a
had to
Tom.
work.
This sounds like Tom M.
I mean, I appreciate people wearing my T-shirt, but
Yeah.
if you wear my T-shirt, you have to respect me. And I mean, Dave did a good job. He respected me. He won. Which
tried.
I've never done. I'm 0-3. You know,
You
and I
lost?
couldn't be there. I've lost 3 times in 2
Be
years.
ashamed.
But Jay, really taking a dive? I listen to podcasts on my way to work and my way home, and you took a dive?
You know,
Did you see the video?
I was up against a lady.
No, I haven't seen the video.
Oh.
I listened to audio, and it was embarrassing. That's how
Oh,
bad it was.
the video's
I
on
listened to
the video's on our
audio.
Facebook page. Go
And,
check it out.
He thinks
I'm old school, man.
he thinks that he couldn't beat up a girl, but I say once she climbs in the suit, she's ready to fucking get down to business.
I mean,
Yeah, but-
no one else lost.
The only thing I thought of was he trying to get laid by this girl? Like,
No.
was this
No,
girl
not at all.
hot?
He was.
Like, was it like?
I wasn't.
Then what are you taking a dive for? Like, literally, like the whole podcast, that first round was like, oh my god, he took a dive. Everyone, Ken, Dan Calloway, you guys are like, he took a dive. I'm like,
Oh, they all said
so
that?
You just let
Oh, it was so
girls
apparent.
go
Was
one up.
was that noticeable?
I think-
it was ridiculous.
I think he's afraid of hashtag me
He
too.
went. No, Dave.
Exactly. It's a different world we live in.
No, Dave killed it. Jay went full cuckold out there.
I just don't understand.
I thought
mean,
we
you
were all
know,
on the same page.
No, we
on
weren't.
the same page. What?
Yeah.
Like, you embarrass your own podcast, Jay. I'm like, you know, you had to go in there. Like, I listened to the whole podcast, and it was like, if Dave went in there and he would have won the whole thing, won the belt.
Oh.
But he said, you know what? Let me let Jay go in there, get some glory.
That's
let
not-
him
that's not
feel
exactly
about
what happened.
himself.
That's not exactly.
We all
what happened.
wanted Dave to go in, but he refused to go back in.
No,
Well,
he
actually,
didn't.
no.
That's not what happened at
Actually,
all.
no. Because when you listen back,
You're not.
while
you're
I was
not
out there and couldn't
understanding
hear you guys, you said you were going in the second round.
No. What happened was
Yeah, but
Ken,
you couldn't hear that, so you didn't
Right.
know that.
Ken volunteered to instill some rule where a new member of the podcast would have to fight in each round if we moved forward.
We said we could. He said we
Correct.
didn't have to.
But we didn't want to.
But then he
We just wanted Dave to do it.
But then after Dave fought, he pretty much like just called Jay out. He was just like, all right, somebody else. And I have like neck problems, so like that'd be a great podcast. But like we need a few more listeners before I start like paralyzing myself.
And I shit myself at the drop of a hat. So
At least I got it out there, you pieces of shit.
You have no
No,
leg
it's-
to stand on.
It's Freebird rules, you know. It's,
Freebird, that's
do you
what he
remember
said.
The Fabulous Freebirds back in the day, they were a 3-man tag team where any two could get. It's just like the New Day. If you watch wrestling this time, this day and age, it's the New Day. Any two of the 3 member of the tag team could wrestle. You know, it doesn't matter who they are. They're the tag team champions or whatever. But you picked out of the 4 of you, you picked the fucking barrel. The bottom of the barrel. You picked Jay. Like, seriously, what the fuck?
It was a
Yeah, I
modern
appreciate he wore my
gentleman.
shirt, but seriously, he disgraced
that's fucked up.
me. He disgraced
I'm burning your shirt on the
I
next
don't
podcast.
understand.
I'm burning that thing.
You're burning my shirt? No, you're
Yeah.
not, because you paid money for that. Because you wouldn't,
Yeah.
you wouldn't burn that because you paid money. You're like, oh my God, there goes $20 down the right. It's for charity. It's for charity, Jay. Like, I can't believe.
Where
what
are you right
did.
now?
Yeah, Tom, what are you
Where
up to
am I
tonight?
right now?
You're at the Owl
I'm
Shop.
no, I was at the Owl Shop. Well, technically, I'm looking at the Owl Shop right now. 'cause
I
I'm
saw
outside.
that while I was pooping.
Yeah, well, I was so tonight.
He didn't have his
Clem-
phone with him, by the way. It's just in his mind's eye.
Clem from the
Two
Two
Roads?
Roads, the owner or the co-founder of Two Roads, I was having a cigar kind of night with Elm City Social. I've missed it every time he's done it. I'm like, I love fucking Clem. He's awesome.
You fucking?
You know, if you ever, no,
I love fucking Clem.
no,
You didn't just say you love fucking
I'm
Clem.
sorry that the Heavy Drinking podcast is not up to my level yet, the Tom M level, where you could hang out with Clem after hours.
Yeah.
Clem is one of the nicest individuals. Like,
I have hung out with Clem at Bar 140 in Shelton.
Okay,
Yeah, you
so
just gotta be
so
careful when you throw those
you know.
fuckings in. They go from adverb to verb in a heartbeat.
He's one of the nicest
cock
guys.
throb.
You're like, you meet him and you're like, you're the owner of the biggest brewery in the state of Connecticut. There's no way in hell.
He is a cool dude.
He is one of the nicest guys in the world. So he does randomly, maybe 2 to 3 times a year, does a just, hi, I'm going to do a tap takeover at Elm City, not Elm City, Owl Shop. I'm at Elm City right now, which is looking at Owl Shop. He does a tap takeover with cigars and everything like that and hangs out. And I've missed it every time. So I'm like, you know what? I've smoked cigars with Clem at Two Roads. I'm like, you know, let's smoke cigars here. And he is like,
that a
you would
euphemism?
not believe he is the owner of Two Roads.
I'm starting to
He
see why
is
you got
like-
so
he-
butthurt when I said I didn't like any of their beer. I didn't know he was your boyfriend.
No, what? No, you know what?
Hey,
you might
baby.
not like the beer, but the beer that you, like I said on the podcast before, the beer that you like is because of him.
That's not true.
Well,
And
the
as I said to
Connecticut
you,
beer that you like.
That's not true.
I like Two Roads beer.
If he doesn't, if
is
they
he-
didn't open a brewery in this state,
What was that noise?
they would not exist.
Is he
I
still?
think that was him splashing out.
Is he still based in
You
California?
get a sound drop. That noise.
Does Clem still live in
Oh,
California?
shut up. Yes, he still lives in California, but he comes out here so often. He's still here tonight. I'm at Elm City Social right now.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
hanging
fucking
out
rich.
outside Elm City Social to hear you fuckers do a podcast. You know what? Sometimes there are people important in my life, and I said, you know what? I need to fucking just
I need
blame
to name
Jay
drop.
on his podcast. No.
It's
I
fine. The
just
only one
actually,
who
honestly,
sticks by your side. I wear
I
your
just-
shirt when you don't ask me to. I agree with you about Two Roads. You know, you can talk shit about me. though. That's fine.
We're just.
I wrote you a goddamn jingle for your career.
Yeah, man. We're
You
just
know,
ribbing
my
with you a
jingle.
little bit.
So,
It goes like this:
So I've been
Trader Joe's ding ding ding.
yeah, here we go.
Just
No, I've been waiting for you to come on back on the podcast, and I want to actually
Bring a banjo
debunk
so we can record
that
it.
theme song because I want to know, did you ever watch Full House when you were a kid?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that you stole that theme song from Full House.
Fuck off. I
No.
stole it.
Full pants,
Yes, you
am I
stole it
right?
from it was Ranger Joe. Think about it.
It wasn't really.
YouTube it. Ranger Joe was that theme song. Yes. Yeah, you're all thinking about it. You're like, fuck.
Nothing new under
Right.
the sun, as
It
they
was-
say.
I don't know what Ranger Joe is.
It was Ranger Joe.
It was
Joey
Ranger
from
Joe.
Full House.
Ranger Joe.
Hang on. I'm
You shit on my
Googling it.
dreams, Tom M.
I'm Googling it right now.
I actually appreciate that very much because maybe
hey,
I'll
all
never
right,
say
here.
it.
Trademark
Yeah.
infringement.
I
When
found
you
it.
play it.
Hold on, we found it.
Yeah.
Here.
Here we go. Play it.
All right, hang on one second.
So let's hear it from my good friend, Joey Gladstone.
Because you're just going to be like, holy shit, this is, it's copyright infringement all day long. You know?
Oh my God, it totally is.
Yeah, I told you. When I heard it, I was like, why did I hear this before?
Dude, isn't that weird? All right, but that's
No,
kind of
hang on,
hang on, hang
Here's
on.
from my good
Hang on.
friend, Joey
I
Gladstone.
want a clean one.
Ranger Joe. Ranger Joe.
He's the greatest guy I know.
Oh. Yeah.
All right, think about this though. Think about this. What was the, like when I thought that in my head? When was the last time I had ever seen that? I didn't know that, realize that existed. So it was in my subconscious.
Probably 20 years ago.
So it was
Yeah,
like in
it's
my
Full House
subconscious.
Probably ended in
Yeah.
like the early 90s, yeah.
And so why
Well,
did
besides
you
the reboot.
realize that's what it was? Is my question.
Well, when you sang it, I was like, this sounds so familiar. And I'm like, okay, this is a catchy tune. And then we're like,
You went
no,
home and
he
threw in
doesn't
your
need to sing
DVD like normal.
No, he hummed it into Shazam.
It's sad because I was waiting for it when I listened to your podcast today on my car, and I'm like, yep, I'm waiting for the Trader Joe's theme song, and I'm like, yep, everyone hates it except you, and everything like that. And I'm like, wait, this is Ranger Joe. And I'm like, and I've been waiting. And like, oh, what, when I go back on your podcast, I'm going to just, call you guys out on it. But now since I'm on the phone in New Haven, I'm going to call you out on it now.
I'm so happy you did. 'Cause
Yeah,
hopefully that means
I-
he'll never sing it again.
I mean, I'm not going to stop. But that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I put this Ranger Joe's / Trader Joe's.
I can just
Team talk to an
imagine.
end,
I can
so.
imagine Tom after a long day of work, getting in his car, turning on the, turn the key, and then just going. It's a rare condition. This thing.
The brand is high. Some people say it's even harder to find.
I'll tell you what, that
red light.
Stephanie
No.
filled out though.
Yeah.
No, I had to turn the key today and listen to Jay fucking disgracing my, South Season T-shirt and losing to a girl, which is there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But
If you
taking a
actually
dive,
lose. Yeah.
Yeah,
taking a dive and then wearing my T-shirt,
We
Because
all
I
know
wasn't there.
wrestling is acting.
I would actually argue that taking a dive against a girl is the antithesis of feminism. It's the least feminist thing you can do.
I'm not a feminist.
no.
Right, but
here's the
but
thing.
what you were doing was to try and not look like you weren't being a jerk.
No, it's old
No,
school.
If he
You're
took a
weaker.
dive for the first fall, that's fine. But then win the next two, that's fine. But he lost.
Right.
He
I think
lost.
you guys are way.
I just he embarrassed the podcast.
Yeah.
He did.
Like,
I
I'm
agree with you
surprised he's still
100%.
there. Like, you fired him on the podcast that night.
We did,
and
actually.
he's still there tonight.
Well, we couldn't.
Like,
Nobody,
I
all
nobody
know-
showed up. Nobody else showed up.
Does he?
You guys
Like,
are
does he
looking way
get
too
that-
into this. I think it was more of the I don't want to do this again vibe that made him just dive.
It's hot.
Why? He still did 3
Yeah.
He
rounds.
still did 3 rounds.
No, I mean like another round. Like if he won, he'd have to go on to another round.
Nah, if he won, I probably would have went in so that we made sure he didn't take another dive.
That tall dude would have kicked your ass.
You say that now, but we'll never find out, will we?
We'll never know. We'll never know. Digga ding, digga ding, digga ding, ding.
Dave's-
You're just gonna now because you can't use Trader Joe's. You're just
Oh,
using it for
everything.
every theme
Yeah,
song.
everything.
Everything's up. You never know.
The next sponsor that we get, that's going to be their ad for our.
Oh my god. So that sponsor's gonna literally you're gonna owe us money now, and you're paying for this sponsor.
Pretty much.
All right, Tom, go get drunk. We got dicks to talk about.
Yeah, I'm going to another bar. I went to Owl Shop, Elm City. Now we're going to Anchor.
Oh,
we're
nice.
just drinking with the Two Rows, crew tonight. So
Anchor's not
have
open
fun.
anymore.
I thought Anchor
Have
closed.
fun. Wait, I have a question. Why are you recording on a Wednesday night?
Yeah, actually, I don't even know the answer to that.
were supposed to have guests.
We were supposed to have guests tonight, and I am actually leaving tomorrow morning for Lake Placid for the weekend. So this was the
Why?
only because my parents have a ton of property up there, and we go camping up there every year. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, you go camping.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, camping's fun.
It is when you have your own lake and mountain, it makes it a lot nicer.
I mean, I guess I don't have my own lake and mountain, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I really wanted to say something, but I'd just make him edit it out later, so I just won't. All right, Tom.
All right,
Tom.
enjoy your night, fellas.
Yeah,
Enjoy
tell-
the podcast. I'm
tell,
gonna keep drinking South Season. Yeah,
Hey,
whatever.
give Clem's
Tom
dick a
M's
nice
dick.
lick for me.
What?
Tell Clem that we said hi, and we'd love to talk to him on the show at one point.
And take a lift home. Use the code
Who?
Heavy 18.
Clem.
Oh, Clem, yeah, he's here. I mean, he already went to the next bar. Oh, shit.
Well,
They
you
all
better
lost me. I have to
go.
go to the next bar.
Yeah, go catch him. Tell him we want to talk to him on the show at one point. That would be awesome. But thanks
Yeah,
for calling,
I'll let
man.
him know. He'll probably do it. He's, Clem, like I said, Clem is one of the most awesome guys that is a owner of the fucking biggest brewery in the state of
Hey, listen,
Connecticut.
if a
And-
dick like you can talk nice about him, I'll trust it.
Wait, why? Because I'm a dick?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So if you can talk nice about him, I mean, there's got to be a
Well,
reason.
Tom, I am exceptionally glad you called. Thank you for all
Why?
that.
We love you, man. We love you,
Oh,
man.
I'm going to call again and just flame me more, Jay. So I'm going to call in
Love
like
it.
20 minutes to just shit all
Oh,
over
please
you.
do. Just
So-
what I
just
look-
get more drunk
what I
and
look
then call
forward
in
to.
again.
Yes, I'm gonna call like last call and be like, Jay fucking sucks. Oh my god, he's just fucking horrible. He lost to a woman. Ha.
That's what we're doing, so we got that part covered.
Yeah. That's the entire first 20 minutes of the podcast.
I'll think of something else. All right. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Peace,
All right,
Tom.
see you later,
You
man.
too.
Bye.
All right.
Oh, that was a nice little surprise from Tom.
Yeah.
Did anybody listen to any of the voice messages?
Oh, that's a bunch of missed calls,
kept
actually.
getting- yeah.
There was only missed calls. I didn't see any voicemails.
I got a thing for a voice message.
Let's play it.
Yeah, on the air.
let's
See
do
if
it.
it's there. I wonder who it
All
could
right,
be.
well, talk amongst yourselves. I'll find it.
I got a notification. Notification. Oh, speaking of Europe, that was a Spanish accent. That's why I said Europe. England fucking lost today.
Yeah, they did. Were
Big
you
time.
upset?
Yeah, I was really upset, actually.
So what's the World Cup?
World Cup is Croatia and France.
Oh, so France going.
Yeah. England will win third place, but who wants that? So that sucked. It
The
was
person in fourth place wants
It
it.
took 125 minutes. It almost went to penalty kicks.
It's not a long time.
Yeah, a game is 90 minutes long.
Oh.
So if you tie after 90 minutes, there's two 15-minute halves.
I've watched like 3 minutes of it, and it felt like it took forever.
And then there's 5 minutes of stoppage. And then after that, if nobody wins, then
Why
go
are
to
they all such
kicks.
pussies? I know this is like a over talked about thing, but
They're not.
they all fall down and they're like, "God, it's the worst pain I've ever been in my life."
Try getting kicked with like nothing.
They're
on.
over actors.
Some
They
of them
are.
are, but
Yeah, a lot of it's
but the
just,
majority of it is not. There are some people that are known for it, but there are like most of the time they had to carry a guy off today who like fucking separated his nutsack from his body.
Good.
Well, that's because it was taped on because he's a fucking
Like
bitch.
England actually had to finish the last 5 minutes with one less dude because they had no substitutions left.
nuts fucking
So they had to take him out of the game. Yeah.
That's like
Damn.
He actually almost showed his nuts on TV too, because when they stood him up, he like pulled his shorts up like this to like look and see if there was like bleeding or something. So he like pulled it up and like one of his nuts like almost came out like right on, and they were like zoomed right in on it. I was like, oh, we just almost saw some nuts.
Giggling like crazy.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Nope, no voicemails.
I watched some of one game. I forgot where I was, but
Who were the missed calls?
Missed calls are a 646 number.
What's that?
I don't know. There was a 646 number. There was a different 203 number, and then one from Dane.
Don't do that.
It was already there. I
What?
didn't. The hole was already
Yeah, but
there.
don't stab stuff in it. Don't make it bigger.
he did press it a little bit.
646.
Yeah, 646. I don't know what area code that is.
I got
Hose. Oh, sorry. I go.
It was the one girl that wanted to talk to Monster 49.
It was New York City. I definitely dated a girl in
New
New
York City.
New York City. Actually, it might have been that dude that I met at Continental who was drinking nonstop fucking shots instead of getting beers.
There you go.
I saw him drink 24 shots of Jack Daniels in like an hour.
That sounds like Devin.
It was pretty amazing.
Damn, that's pretty hardcore.
Do we have a message, like an outgoing message on there?
I think so. I think
I
it's
think
just.
we made like a gay message one day.
I don't think we actually recorded one. I think it's just. It says you called Heavy Drinking Podcast.
Well, as long as it
Gotcha,
says
gotcha.
heavy drinking podcast.
Yeah, man. Or else it would be.
I think we should actually record a voicemail for it.
We should harmonize it. Dum, 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 da, da.
We'll do that on break.
Yeah, right. Now feels like a good time for a break. You want to take a break now?
Yeah, let's take a break now. We'll harmonize a voicemail greeting. So if anyone wants to hear that, just go ahead and give us a call right now while you're listening because we won't be there to answer it. So it'll get a voicemail.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a fart smeller over there.
I try.
He is.
I try. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. Listen to these commercials, and he literally farted. We'll be right back. Bye.
I thought you shit yourself already. Why do you still have farts?
Jeff.
Huh?
Jeff.
Jay?
Jeff, what the fuck are you doing?
Squatching.
What?
Squatching.
What is squatching?
That's like my new business. You know, I'm looking for Sasquatch.
Why?
Well, I started it, and it's called Skews Squatches.
How's that going?
I mean, I got a cool slogan and like a logo and stuff, but nobody really knows about it.
What's your slogan?
Excuse me while I squash this guy.
You should totally take advantage of our sponsor, Taproom Tackers.
We got a new sponsor?
Yeah. They make custom tacker signs with your logo to help you promote your business or even just decorate your basement bar.
No way.
All you have to do is mention the Heavy Drinking Podcast, and they'll make one free sample for you.
Sick. I'm going to nail it right to this tree so that hairy motherfucker knows who's coming for him. What's better than getting wasted and listening to Slayer? I'll tell you what, not driving home. We have a new promo code with Lyft for $20 off. All you got to do is download the Lyft app, go to the promo section, and type in Heavy18. That's Heavy18 for a $20 credit on a new Lyft account. Now you can have like 4 more beers. Do it.
Hey, Paulo, what are you doing?
Just playing a game of cornhole in my mind.
Really? Why don't you play with the fucking boards that we have?
Oh, I could do that. We have flying cornhole boards, right?
We do.
Oh, cool.
From our sponsor, flyingcornhole.com.
That's pretty cool. So we have boards from them. I don't have to do it all in my brain.
No, you could actually enjoy it physically.
Oh, cool. Just give me a second. I need to tell some people to get the fuck out of my mind.
It's fun. The funniest part about these is that, honestly, it's completely fucking useless until like the last 2 lines. And then it's fucking hysterical and everything fits.
That was really good. You would try to keep it together so you can slowly fade out with the birds chirping in the background. There's no laughing. I keep on crying. That was fucking.
I like how Jay always waits for the fucking woodpecker too and starts talking immediately after.
That's just
That's my favorite one.
This is what we come into now from all breaks, I think.
I think
So
so.
if you're
It's
an
a nice
avid
little segue.
if you're an avid listener, you'll know that Adult is coming in after you get the piss break. But this one's actually pretty funny. In New York over the last week or two, I took part in a dating speed dating round. And it was pretty interesting. So I took some video while I was there and talked to some of my fellow contestants. And
fuck.
and I thought I'd share it
Sorry
with you
about
guys.
That's right. We have a video anyway, so it's a good thing that paused.
I wear my heart on my sleeve and my dick size on my sleeve too.
All right, welcome to the on-speed dating event tonight. Size matters. The minimum standard for tonight is 7 inches. It has to be 7 or more.
Yeah, 7'5".
Oh, looking over 7.
All right.
I didn't have a ruler at home, so I printed
Bullshit.
out like a ruler on a piece of paper at work, and then I
Bullshit.
was kinda like
7, 9.
Okay.
I mean, if I didn't want to be here, trust me, honey, I would not be here.
I think women come to Hun Night because they're looking to be satisfied where they weren't satisfied before.
Once I had a big I couldn't go back to average anything else.
Dirty bitch.
So it was between this and firefighters, and I was like, no, let's go with the big dude.
There's a lot of sex happening.
Can
Oh boy. 9.5, 10 inches, maybe. It was great, but like, that's a huge. I would be completely rude. It's like, it doesn't have to be amazingly huge. But I'm just like, all of a sudden, I'm like, where is it? What happened? Which way did it go?
The daters who come to these events ask for specific events to cater to them, and this was one of the requests that we've received.
One time I encountered a guy who was so small. After touching it, I just said I had my period and
I had my period. Matter. I've been with enough guys to know different.
I like that. It's really by the honor system because I don't get paid enough to verify their measurements.
I've been single for 2 years. I have to be married for 20 years, and I'm 42, and I have to start dating again. I don't want to waste my time.
Just want some big old cock.
Yeah. Not that I don't begrudge these women.
To find women that are interested.
Sponsored. I think it was sponsored by Nathan's Famous. Too.
I don't begrudge these women at all, but you can't get mad when there's like a big titty dating.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Right. You know what I mean? Like put them on the glass or
People,
you know, get the
penises.
fuck out.
People like what they like, man. I got a bunch
No,
of dates
I know. Dude, hey, listen, hey, in a perfect world, go ahead. Go have the Big Dick Association dating thing, right? But, like, you guys can't do the same thing with women. Like, you can't have, like, a tight pussy dating.
Sure you can.
No, you can't. Like,
you'll catch a lot of shit for it. But you can.
But I'm sure there's people giving them.
Do you know what I mean? If you had some guy in there like, after 40 years of marriage, I just wanted some tight shit. You know what I mean? I'm
Dude,
tired of
that's what
fucking.
every guy in the history of guys has said for the history of mankind.
Yeah, but they don't have like a dating
I
association.
personally would
for
not
it.
be able to attend this event.
Yeah.
I like that one guy who was like, I didn't have a ruler, so I just like took out a piece of paper
and printed it.
And it
for-
was like,
No, he said
it said 8.5 by 11 on it, and I was longer than both lengths.
No,
so
he said
I figured I was all right.
He said he printed out a ruler
I know,
on a
I'm
piece
joking.
of paper at work, which still doesn't mean it's right.
He was like, I printed out a ruler on a piece of paper, and I held it out to my dick,
just
which
sound like a
goes
bunch
down
of
to my
jealous
knee
guys
because
we
I'm
got
a.
small penises.
Hey,
I
I
held-
was there, man. I got mad dates.
I held the paper ruler up against my dick, which goes down to my knee because I'm a 7-foot tall black dude.
That's not true.
I meant to play that after Jeff's, but it worked after that one.
So yeah, that kind of stuff's out there if you guys want to, monster49gmail.com. That's a thing that
We should throw like a dating thing with women that
In your
agree
life.
to blowjob on the first date, like ahead of time. You know what I mean? Like as long as you're not a complete asshole, BJ. Happy ending before we leave the car later. Guaranteed. You know what I mean? Just up front. You know what I mean?
Good
I'm 40. I'm 42. I don't have time to play around.
Where do you stick it if you are an asshole?
Huh?
An asshole's an asshole.
Yeah, pretty much. When was the last time you guys had butt sex with a lady?
I'm gonna be honest. A long time.
Yeah.
Not
College was fun.
I'm gonna say not as long as that.
I was offered approximately 2 years ago, and I actually turned it down.
Really?
Yeah. I just
It's dirty,
because
man. Unless
because you
you're
know
pri-
why?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking
An
like
asshole
weeks.
is not an asshole.
It's
well,
not.
they're
They're not all alike.
like if you really like them, you don't want to.
Man.
You don't want to see what the inside of their asshole has in store for you.
Yeah.
If you're never gonna see him again, it's fine.
It's like I feel like that's like one of those things that's like a nice
Are
thought.
you just now taking your sumo socks off?
It's a compression sock.
Why?
Because my sprained ankle.
Oh, I thought you had
Is it still spraying?
I thought you had the sugars.
Still hurts sometimes.
Yeah.
So yes.
That's like a mental thing. You know that, right? Like that's like a metaphor. Like your sprained ankle has been sprained for a long time now, man.
Sprain is worse than a break, Paulo.
Well, yeah, I know. You're feeding right into the stereotype. I'm laying out. Huh? No, man, I'm not touching your crutch.
You're a garbage person.
So speaking of big dicks,
Tom M is back.
No, he hasn't called back yet. I'm waiting for that.
Let's
though.
end this thing quick.
Love you, Tom.
No, what is this dildo brew? I see that up on the board, and I figure it's a nice little segue.
I don't know.
I think it's a brewing company in a town called Dildo, and they thought it'd be fun to name.
There's a town called Dildo?
Probably.
This is amazing.
I'm just guessing, and then they
Don't say.
I'm just working off the basis of normal clickbaity stories you find online. So the town's name's probably Dildo, like Wyoming or Idaho or something. And
sounds like Wyoming.
The guy names the beer company Dildo.
There's a town in Virginia called Manasses.
And then when like some intern from Yahoo News shows up to do a story about it, he acts all like, "Oh, what's so big about the word dildo? I don't know what's so funny. Oh, it's a dick too. Oh, it's a town. It's the name of our town, our humble little town of 150 people.
Jay, can you pull that story up faster,
Dildo,
please?
Kentucky.
Yeah, because this is. All right, start talking.
Interject.
Because not only is he banned from intros,
Oh, jeez.
Oh god,
Tom.
Tom M again.
it's gonna be. Hang on.
That was not 20 minutes. Actually, it might have been. 'cause
It's
we
a
took
2.
break.
Can I talk? Hello.
Is this Tom M again?
Oh, is this the Heavy Drinking Podcast?
This is.
This is the Heavy Drinking Podcast.
Oh, how's it going, guys?
It's good. We were just talking about dildos.
Oh, perfect. You know, I was just done using mine. Figured I'd call in. You know.
All right.
How big was it?
a joke.
Oh, don't. You got to commit now, man. You can't back out of that.
It's you know,
Yeah.
it's probably bigger than yours. You know, I don't like to brag. You know,
Yeah.
but
Well, there's a special event that we just talked about that you could probably go to.
Yeah. That started off weird, man. Hey, let's do that over again. Hey, this is the Heavy Drinking Podcast. How you doing, man? What's your name?
guys, I just got done playing my dildo and figured I'd call in. How you guys doing?
We're good. We're just about to talk about a brewing company named Dildo Brewing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So here, why don't you stay on the line and join us in for this one and see what you think. Jay, why don't you take that story away?
Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead, Jay.
Is this Dane?
Who is this?
No, this is not.
Who is this?
Why would you go for that name first?
I don't know.
It's creepy.
Yeah, do I sound like a Dane?
No.
Slightly did. Who is this?
Of all things I wanted to be when I grew up, a guy that sounded like Dane was not one of them.
Yeah.
Who is this?
This is Brendan. I'm a third-time caller, long-time fan.
Oh,
How you
yeah.
guys doing?
Yes, Brendan.
Talked to
What's
Brendan
up?
before.
There you go.
We just had a long conversation with Tom M. So we thought you were him calling back.
Because he threatened to do so.
No, it's not him.
Good. No, that's actually
good because he's
that's
a
good.
dick.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we got a brewery here in the town of name of product Newfoundland's new brewery to be revealed on Canada Day.
Newfoundland, you fucking
Newfoundland.
tard.
The owners of a new craft brewery set to open in the Trinity Bay community of Dildo have a conundrum. What do you call a beer brewed in Dildo? So yeah, there's a lot of people throwing names in though. But apparently they're going to come out with a new a beer, and they haven't revealed the name. When's Canada Day, Jeff?
June 1st.
Oh,
July 1st. Sorry, July 1st.
Oh,
So
they
it's
must
just
have said
passed.
it by
You
now.
know this town does a press release for literally every business that opens, right? It's like, oh, it's Dildo Ice Cream. That's a silly name.
It's not a bad marketing ploy, you know.
Dildo
It's got the name.
groceries.
Not at all.
Can't hate it.
It's a dildo cash and carry.
The dildo.
You would
latex
think you'd walk in with
extrusion
cash and walk out with a dildo, but that's not what happened.
Free. I love
No,
dildo.
we need to stop him from talking. Jay, would you have any more on this story?
No, that's pretty much it. They're called Dildo Brewing Company.
Yeah, I
So
guess.
that's
And
it.
a
That's the
museum. It's
And a museum.
Some kind of museum is involved with it.
All right.
Dildos.
I bet it's like a dildo museum, but then it's like trains and shit inside when you get in there. There's no dildos to be seen.
Well, I mean, they're kind of phallic.
Yeah, it's like the town, like, you know, like they made like sewing
It's
machines
just
or some shit.
It's just trains going in and out of tunnels.
Yeah, every town has like a train
trains and
museum.
dildos.
Because you
Well,
run
that's
trains.
punny. That's very punny.
On
No.
dildos.
All right. So that story kind of fell flat.
Your
So-
mom
Yeah.
is so old, you used to have to run a wagon on her.
What?
Get it?
Instead of running
Jesus
a
Christ.
train.
Yeah.
All right. So, Brendan, what are you up to tonight, man? What are you doing? You drinking anything?
Yeah. I actually, my fiance got me one of those
Brag about
Beer
it.
of the Month Club, which is like,
Oh, yeah. Paulo had that for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which one did you have?
you know, I'm not sure which company, but all they do is they send you like 4 6-packs of beers you would never buy ever in your life. You know,
Sounds
so
about
it's
right.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I get 4 3-packs. Like
Okay, yeah, I
three
get
three
a full-
beers of 4 different beers. You know what I mean?
Oh, 4 3-packs. I'm sorry, I did my math wrong. Yeah, I get 4
3
3-packs.
bottles of 4 different beers.
Exactly.
Is how I should
and
say.
you know, I was curious for a while, and so she got me the 6-month whatever for my birthday. And you know, I'm happy I did it, but you know, only maybe 1 or 2 beers were really ones that were noteworthy. But it's always good to try different things. You never know.
Yeah, they had some good stuff. I mean, the ones I've gotten, a lot of them are no-name breweries. I think one month there was some Newport Storm.
Speaking of different things.
Oh, yeah, and that was pretty good.
You just missed a conversation we had where we were asking each other when the last time we had butt sex was.
Yeah.
Would you care to weigh in?
That's a hard right.
That just took a
dive.
And I know how much you guys love Gary, so
Yeah.
I would love to have butt sex with Gary, but I haven't seen him in 2 fucking years.
Been that long?
Yeah, probably. I think I've seen him once in 2 years.
Well,
I saw him a couple weeks ago.
But the beers, it's nice. Actually, what's the beer? Loose Cannon. They sent 2 different styles of Loose Cannon like a few months ago. And,
who makes that?
Heavy Seas.
Heavy Seas.
Heavy Seas.
That's not bad.
In Baltimore.
No, it's a good beer.
And it's a beer I've had for a few years. And
I think one month I got some Evil Genius stuff. That wasn't too bad. They're out of Chicago, I think.
All right. So that's what you're drinking tonight? Some beer of the month club.
Yeah, random beers. I read the labels and.
Is it all bottles?
It's all bottles.
That's the only shit that annoys me.
It's bottles. Right now I'm drinking it's a Hefeweizen, and it's actually bottled conditioned, which for a beer like this I wouldn't expect. I typically picture a bottle conditioned beer more of like your bomber, more true craft style. But
a lot of Hefeweizens are because they keep the yeast in it for the style. That's what makes it hazy.
Right, exactly. So it's hazy, has some.
You're going to have sediment in the bottle, which you're supposed to stir back into it, which brings helps with the quality.
Yep.
The flavors come from the yeast.
Spell come.
So how many of those beers? How many of those beers do you have in your fridge, man? Because my fridge is overloaded. I'm thinking about.
Right now I only have like 9 left. I kind of drink them as they come in.
Yeah, I can't keep up with the amount
Spell
that
come.
comes in because we get beer. People leave here, and then there's beer we buy for episodes and shit. So I never get around to it. We got to do an episode where we like somehow empty out that bottom shelf.
We should have like
we should drink some.
That's gonna be a marathon.
We could shoot some. You know what I mean? We could like try to hit each other with the other
shotgun
bottles.
them. Good shotgun them.
What do you want to do?
I think it was a secret ploy for my fiance because I have the kegerator that I built to stop buying logs of beer since I had.
So you stopped buying yeah.
Because it's like I buy 55 beers in a log, and not too many people come over to help drink it.
I'll fucking come and drink it.
Yeah. When are we doing a podcast from your basement?
Dave, let's do it.
you ever said it.
Yeah, I think we
You
should
did
do
say, I'll come and drink it. So I just want to know how you spelled come there.
We spell it any way you want.
I'll drink
you
anyway.
spell it with,
Any way you
a little
want it.
C-O-M-E, or do you prefer like a K-O-M-E? You want to get really crazy?
That's German.
I think he prefers the C-U-M.
Yeah, I thought you were saying I come and drink it.
Brendan, have you checked out our newest sponsor, oxballs.com?
I have not.
I don't.
It's not our sponsor. We're courting the sponsor.
It's not our sponsor. We're not courting them.
Yeah.
And
We are.
don't
How
go
about
to the
Billy's
website.
Billy's ball bags? I thought we were doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Because this guy, they sell novelty scrotums.
What's a
I think that guy from the England team might need one.
Yeah, you might have.
Yeah, there's testicles in there too, but all kinds of stuff, keychains, your classic, a toe hitch, kind of, the dangle off type,
Yeah.
But so many. I mean, they have little keychain ones. They have ones you put on your Christmas tree. They all kinds of stuff. They have
I'll
they have
get
Hanukkah
one.
scrotums.
Oh, Hanukkah.
Yeah, you light a new
We-
scrotum
we
every
have-
day.
We have a cat menorah. I think that the Hanukkah scrotum would fit right on with those cats. So.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should check them out.
you're
Go-
Jewish.
What exactly is a cat menorah? Is it a
It's
menorah for your cat, or is it
No,
made
it's
out of
actually
cat?
menorah, and I'm going to butcher the names here, but the Shabbos, which is like the main candle, and all the 8 candles for each night of Hanukkah is it's a different cat.
Each individual.
And,
is a cat.
So each candle is shaped
guys,
like
guys,
a cat.
Guys, it's Hanukkah.
It would be cooler if the
I need
if
to
the
mute
middle
this
one was
microphone.
the cat, and then the 4 was like its claws. like it's two arms hanging out, and like.
I see what you're saying.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
That'd be
Do you
cool.
have Brendan? Do you have
Nora.
cats? Do you have cats?
Yeah, we'll see. I have one right here. George, you want to say hi?
Are they
There's
Jewish?
more than
Oh,
one
yeah.
cat.
She's a big fan. Okay, yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
That was like Ian's
Big fan.
daughter. I didn't.
I have a
They say
second
never
cat
work
over
with cats
here.
or animals, but like, or with cats or children. But so far, we're batting 1,000.
Have you ever made helmets for your cats?
I made a what?
Helmets, like out of lemons or
No.
no? Have you ever put like pancakes on your cat's head and taken pictures?
No, that's Bunny.
Oh, no, I don't.
You don't do any of that stuff.
I don't do any weird stuff with
All
the
right,
cats.
all right. Just making sure, man. Just
You haven't
making
gotten
sure.
that bored or drunk yet?
Nope.
Now they won't shut up now that I started talking to them, but yeah.
Do you talk to them? Do they talk back?
Yes, one cat won't, like, as soon as you say hi, she will not stop talking back.
What do they tell you to do?
I can tell.
You just keep on saying now over and over again.
She just wants to be pet, you know? Yeah. It'll go on for about an hour. Until I go to bed. It literally will not stop now.
That's awesome.
That's too funny.
Well, now that we got your cats all riled up, we're gonna go tell more dick jokes. Actually, we recorded really late today, so we're about to wrap it up, man. But thanks for calling in. It's good to check in with you.
Actually, I had I was actually listening to the Jersey episode.
Oh, way
and,
back, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, way back. I don't know why. Maybe I listened to like a few minutes and then skipped over it. But funny story with that, you guys mentioned the brewery Rindwin, which is this Tom's River like small brewery, and I was actually there the day it opened.
I don't know.
Oh, that's the one I brought up. We didn't actually taste from them, but a guy I work with
the father and daughter
knows them.
The blood.
The father daughter, yeah. So what happened was, we were at a funeral.
All
for
good
my,
stories start this way.
Yeah, for my friend's grandfather, and so we went to the funeral. You know, he was old, whatever. We did the funeral thing. We went out for
Stop
the
saying funeral.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
We went out for the repast. And we got pretty drunk, and my friend was like, "Hey, supposedly this brewery opened up in Tom's River." So the day we went wasted after a funeral, and showed up, and they gave us a tour, like an in-depth tour. I mean, I was asking like questions if they like fly versus batch sparge, the mash, and they were like very good at like answering our questions. It was kind of weird, but I ended up with like true growlers from the place, and
what were their names?
Yeah,
This kind of sounds like the premise to the movie Garden State, but instead of your mom's dead body, you went to a brewery.
Yeah, it was kind of like the movie Garden State, and then you mentioned that.
Queen Amidala?
Like
No, the movie starts out. The guy goes back to New Jersey to go to a funeral, and then he gets trashed with his friends. And Brandon went to a brewery. The dude from Scrubs went to go dig up his dead mom's body.
What size brewing system do they have? Do you know?
You know, it's not like a 2 roads. I don't know, gallons or whatever. It's slightly bigger than a brew pub, but when I went, it was not big at all. I mean, it was maybe like 2,000 square foot warehouse.
I feel like we need to go down there and do like a little tour of New Jersey.
Absolutely not.
I would get down there.
Hit up all the breweries, like do like a loop.
My fiance's from Brick, New Jersey, so we were just down there.
My in-laws live there.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's a cute little town.
Cute little midgets
Yeah.
next door.
Right on the Point Pleasant line.
You can't
No
say
way.
midgets.
Hey, I was just,
Little Kiss lives there.
You know Princeton Ave? So if you go down
Yeah.
Princeton Ave to the end, I was just there all weekend.
All right.
I thought it was
Yeah, that's a really nice area. They moved
Mini
now. They
Kiss.
moved to somewhere else like nearby, but I think they're still in Brick.
Mini Kiss?
What's that?
Mini Kiss?
No, Brick's awesome. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I get extra hate in Brick because that's
Me too.
that's right in the Giants,
the
Eagles.
Philly,
Yeah.
the whole thing. There was a
bunch of people don't like you.
We played a little cornhole, and I give a lot of Eli Manning hate, and I get a lot of Tony Romo hate. So it's it's tough being a Cowboys fan these days. But
Yeah.
do what you got to do.
Yeah, sports balls, go.
Yeah. Yeah, we should definitely do that, though. Actually, speaking of, we were having a beer from, I know it's not New Jersey, and it's Pennsylvania, but Borello Snort, right? Bolero. Pina Bolada. That shit was delicious.
So what did that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I bought it in New Jersey. So.
Oh, okay.
Jersey talk. Anyways.
New Jersey. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for letting me call in, talk about beer and dildos.
Thanks,
New Jersey. And you guys have a nice night.
Yeah, you
we'll
too, man.
circle back
Thanks
to
for calling.
the anal sex question next time you call.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, next time.
Get your answer ready.
Yeah. All right, bro.
Take care, guys.
Take care. All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Peace.
Bye.
All right, that's 2 callers in one episode. That's a record for us.
We haven't talked to Brandon in a long time.
Dave, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you want a piece of chicken?
No, but thank you for actually having a piece of chicken in your hand when you said
You
that.
keep on shoving that chicken down and then running to the bathroom.
Dude, he for real, like he for
blow it out
real
of your ass.
showed up 3 hours ago, being like, "I'm starving," and Paulo's like, "All right, I got some chicken in the fridge," and brought.
And he
to him.
still hasn't eaten it.
He hasn't even finished one chicken breast.
Yo, he brought me the
Yeah, is
huge chicken breast and half of another one.
Yeah. It was like a big 1.5.
Yeah, but
Still,
Yeah.
and if you're that
fresh off the-
starving.
I took it off the grill literally like an hour
What's
ago. So.
wrong with that? Me taking my time, enjoying a meal.
You're not. You're shitting every fucking 15
Yeah,
minutes.
man.
think
I've
you
never done
poisoned
that.
me.
I've never taken 2 dumps
I took
within
one.
a meal. Within a meal.
I took one.
It felt like 2 though.
It feels like. I'll be honest. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
It feels like 2.
It was a double.
I definitely have to
it
go
was
very
a,
soon.
If that was one poop, it was a double LP. I was.
all right. Well, before
That
you
was like-
run away,
It was longer than Drake's new album.
Yeah.
before you run away, before we try and end this episode, there's one more thing I wanted to. What's Magic Hat doing up there?
Nobody cares.
Oh,
I care. I'm a number 9 fan. No, we're not talking about it.
Oh, I don't know. I
I'm
see
kidding.
Magic Hat up there.
I got chicken in my mouth.
What's up with Broken Uranus? That almost sounds.
Oh, that was just a headline that I sent that to the Slack. That was like the funniest fucking headline I've ever seen in my life. It said giant object has irreparably damaged Uranus.
Holy shit.
Something like 1 trillion years ago, something hit Uranus and knocked it off center.
I feel like that's true though, right? Like, cause you like.
It's actually
you
Uranus.
Could, you could tell, right?
What?
I could tell.
What?
Like when something has
irreparably damaged Uranus.
Uranus.
Yeah.
You
know
like
what I
it
mean?
in the can.
Usually.
Even if it's just that one time, like I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's just videos online.
Pretty good
but
at fitting things into places.
I feel like
Keep firing, assholes.
yeah. Like once you get a money shot, you're like, I know where this is leading. You automatically know.
What that
Right?
That's the worst money shot though. The balls from behind,
Yeah.
the butt sex from behind with the balls and
Yeah.
the guy's asshole.
You know, it's almost like if you watch movies.
You know what I mean? Like, why is his asshole in it?
An asshole's an asshole.
You know what happens like when you see
That's the one that made the most sense.
Yeah, like but when you see it in that condition, follow me here. It's almost like if you watch movies where like there's a chase scene, but like the head car, like there's tired, like the like 2 cars are chasing each other, and then like they drive onto the beach, right? And they're driving down the beach, and one car's chasing another, and but the lead car, there's like tire tracks in front of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like the
Yeah,
second or
it's like-
third
yeah,
take.
they've take-
right. Like it's like what I'm saying. Like you see that,
You're not supposed to notice that though.
but that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's impossible to hide that in those types of films. You know what I mean? Like when you get that money shot and you see like, they've already done this before. You know what I mean? This is like
I
the
always
fourth.
wonder
This
that.
is probably the 10th or 11th take.
I always wonder that with like
Or-
scenes where people
No,
get
it's ta-
soaking wet. How many of their costumes dry do they have?
Oh, they have a ton. Like
Like-
they'll have like 8 or 10 of those outfits if they know it's like a water scene. And you're gonna-
I thought they just like dried them off with a hair
no,
dryer.
well, no,
Still-
they'll have. Actually, 8 or 10 is probably a lot. They'll probably at least have 4 or 5.
We're talking about
And-
porn though, right?
No.
Oh. With
they'll
the water,
at
in
least-
with
the
the water
dryer
scene.
while
They'll probably
then
at least have
do
like 4 or 5, and they'll dry them between takes, but they'll have a fresh set for them ready so that they can just go again.
So I was just talking about assholes in porn. I don't know what you guys.
We're
talking
trying to
about.
steer. I was trying to steer it away.
Oh,
Why not? Why?
I was just trying to not say assholes the whole time because then that just sounds disgusting. when I'm talking about assholes.
So Magic Hat, right?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
coming out with a beer. It's a double IPA. It's called Laughing Stock, and basically it's calling themselves out. It's like in 8 Mile when Eminem rapped first.
Nope. Whatever you're about to say. Nope. I
And he
don't.
like said all the things that the other guy was gonna say.
No.
So the other guy,
Yeah.
then the other guy couldn't say it. Basically, they're like Laughing Stock. Like we're like
they're kinda
they
poking-
feel like they get overlooked because they've been around so long. They're an heirloom type brewery, and they don't get the respect they deserve. This is what this article is saying.
They're like the Green Day of craft beer.
Yeah, they're. It's funny because the label would be something that Green Day would put on like an album cover.
Yeah.
So they're basically coming out with a beer saying like poking fun at themselves almost for being.
But saying like, yeah, when people taste it, they're going to be like, oh, who makes this?
Yeah, I'm a fan of it, man. I love their beer.
You love Magic Hat number 9. It's your
Number
go-to.
9. It is my go-to. But they are the Green Day
But
beer.
the thing is, like, they've kind of almost gotten too big for like the quote unquote craft beer thing. So people are like kind of.
Well, that's the thing. There's so much new beer on the market constantly that people don't want to keep drinking the old stuff. They want to keep trying something new. So that's part of the thing too. So they're putting their hat in the ring in the realm of the IPAs.
Oh, their Magic Hat. Oh,
hey,
you beat me to it. And
that was the Heavy Drinking Podcast, everybody.
Informer, you know me, that me no me I go blame. Let's go. Do you think that's at karaoke?
100%.
Snow, yeah.
100%.
You would never sound anywhere near as cool
When
as
the time we played that, did I tell you that when I was a kid, I sat at a desk, and with that, I think it was a cassette at the time.
Yeah, it was an orange cassette.
And I tried to figure out all the lyrics. I wrote,
12 inches
hand
of
wrote
snow.
them out.
You could have just waited 20 years and looked up Google.
You could have just unfolded the liner notes of the cassette, which had all the lyrics in it.
I don't know.
He had a bootleg.
What I
The
had.
cassette was like 18 inches long.
I was
when you
born
unfolded all
a
the
poor black child.
But I was trying to figure it out, and I kept rewinding because I was like, "What the fuck is he saying right here?" Because he's got that weird Canadian accent.
See, my problem was that was
Nice
like
joke.
that was like my 6th grade or something, and I went to Portugal for a month, right?
That couldn't have been your 6th grade.
It was.
It was my 4th grade. So it couldn't
Snow?
have been, yeah.
No, snow was like 94, 95.
94?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember
No,
word?
because I was still in Canada.
93 at the earliest.
Do you guys remember word processors?
Yeah, my sister had one.
It's weird.
In college.
93.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
gonna
still
say
definitely
93
in
at the
Canada.
earliest. But yeah, I remember.
So I was in 8th grade.
That must have been, yeah, it must have been my 5th grade then, not 6th grade, 5th grade. But so I remember I left in that snow was cool, and a month later I came back and I was like one of like the 4 cassettes I brought with me to listen to the whole month. So it was like that, Cypress Hill, Ice Cube, and I think like a Pearl Jam tape or something like that. And I remember I came back and I was like, "Snow's awesome." Everybody's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" The
You're
Canadian
like,
dude.
You like switch it. You're like, I meant Ice Cube. I meant Ice Cube and Cypress Hill.
Exactly. I was like, "What do you mean he's awful?" They're like, "Yeah, he's fucking white. He's from Canada."
You know, so that Miss No I go blame.
Because you got to understand,
keep
like,
on bum
back in the day, like
Nailed it.
all this bio stuff, like you couldn't just go on Google and look it up. Like,
Right.
like that information just slowly leaked out over time. You know,
Like Jay's ass.
it was like a draft pick, man. Like when you listen to new music, especially rap, I feel like you took a chance. Like when new rap artists came out, like you couldn't fully commit to liking it until you knew the guy was legit first.
I'm just going to say this. Snow, you probably would have made it a little further if your sunglasses were a little bigger.
What do you think he's doing today?
He did go with like the John Lennon sunglasses,
Yeah.
look, right? That's kind of weird.
Let's see. Where's Snow today? I bet he
He's
lives
still like a DJ or some shit.
yeah, I'm sure he's a DJ or something.
He's probably produced like crazy amount.
He's
of
probably
music.
that DJ Marshmallow.
That actually would be really funny.
But yeah, man, I remember that shit was tragic.
92, it actually came out.
Was it 92?
Yeah, the album came out in 93, the song came out in 92.
7 weeks at number 1.
No, I remember I had the album though. I had 12 Inches of Snow.
Yeah, but I was in Canada, so it was big at 90, like when I was.
Yeah, but I remember this is probably the summer '93.
A leaky boom boom down.
All right, man. Well,
No, we're still looking up what he's doing now.
oh, we are.
It's important.
Oh, sorry.
His wife was diagnosed with cancer in 2009. She died 3 weeks later, 3 weeks after she was diagnosed.
Jesus.
At the age of 41. He held a fundraiser for her in 2010. This got sad pretty quick.
Yeah, good thing
Yeah.
we fucking did this.
Oh, you know what? Too, I still remember that flight back because my brother got his car that same month, right? His first car when he turned 16. And I remember I came home and like I used to be like a huge car kid when I was growing up. Like I loved anything to do with automobiles. So I remember he was like, I got
Doesn't
Mitsubishi
really say what
Clips.
he's doing.
And I was like, the all-wheel drive turbo one? He's like, no, the front-wheel drive non-turbo one. I was like,
Don't say
I was angry. Like, I was like actually angry with him. I'm like, how'd you get the one?
Money.
Huh?
Money.
No, they weren't that much money back then. He could have got the turbo one. He was just being a herder.
He had stints in jail.
In a totally
and battled
heterosexual
years
way.
of alcohol abuse.
A leaky boom boom, damn.
Wow. Yeah, really. Yeah. Nobody's gonna play him. No man gonna play him. The snowman.
All right, fuck snow. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's go to
That
bed.
was episode
Snow,
30.
if you want to talk about it, fucking
Oh, can I-
203-243-463. Call us.
That was episode 37.
My sister probably knows him. Jen, get Snow to call. We'll talk to him.
That would be an amazing show. All right, yeah, that was episode 37. We're gonna go out on something a little different. My choice.
Informer.
Little Iron Maiden.
Who do we have? Do you have anybody coming out?
Pink Boots.
No, we have nobody coming up.
Is Pink Boots coming in?
Nope.
They just
Never?
They just canceled?
For now, we'll talk about that off air.
Oh, okay, cool.
They don't need to know this stuff. What they do need to know is check out our sponsors, flyingcornhole.com. Go to Taproom Tackers, mention the podcast, get a free sample. Lift, use the code HEAVY18, you get $20 credit. And click that Amazon banner on the bottom of heavydrinkerpodcast.com when you go to buy your lube and your books
Fuck
or
gloves.
music, whatever
you can
buy.
get fuck gloves on Amazon, by the way.
can. Just go to the website.
That's how
just
we'll
go to the
get
website.
ox balls. By you shopping on Amazon through our website.
All right, so maybe don't do that.
If you guys shoot up the fuck glove sales on Amazon by going through our banner, then they'll have to sponsor.
Do it.
All right. Guys, thanks for listening. It's been heavy. We've been drinking.
I love you. Bye.
I love you
fun.
too.
That was